Hey, B-Side TV, I'm Emily Kretzer, and we're here in Los Angeles with YutaY, who will be performing Run and a B-Side, How to Be a Human Being. Take it away.
Am I running out of time? Am I running out of space? Am I running on fumes? Am I running in place? 'Cause all I wanna do is run away. In the run for the money, in the run for the fame, let it run in my blood, let it run in my veins. 'Cause all I wanna do is run. Say wherever you go, there you are. Funny how much we know right from the start. We run until we fall apart. How we get this far? Am I running out of time? Am I running out of space? Am I running on fumes? Am I running on pace? 'Cause all I wanna do is run away. In the run for the money, in the run for the fame, let it run in my blood till I feel okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is run. Say wherever you go, there you are. Funny how much we know right from the start. We run until we fall apart. How we get this far? How we get this far? There you are. Funny how much we know right from the start. We run until we fall apart. How we get this far? How we get this far? Hi, this is YutaY, and I'm going to play my B-side, How to Be a Human Being, which will be out this spring. Won't you teach me how to be a human being? Show me a messiah or at least a couple G's. Teach me what it makes sense to believe when the news is fake and history is playing on repeat. How much time's it gonna take the sleeping to awake from a nightmare laid bare? Teach me how to be a human being. Won't you teach me how to be a human being? Echoes in my head, can't tell whose voice is that. The line is caught, they gotta catch. My mind is bought for a bit of cash. It's stranger than fiction. Entertain and we'll listen. So give me your viral hits. If you like that, then you'll love this. Won't you teach me how to be a human being? Show me a messiah or at least a couple G's. Teach me what it makes sense to believe when the news is fake and history is playing on repeat. How much time's it gonna take the sleeping to awake from a nightmare laid bare? Teach me how to be a human being. Won't you teach me how to be a human being?
Hey, B-Side, we are here with YutaY, who just performed an amazing rendition of Run and also your upcoming single, How to Be a Human Being. Beautiful performance. I was just saying earlier, it's so lovely to hear your acoustic take on these songs. It's really different, but still just as refreshing to hear and listen to.
Yeah, I love when I see artists do a completely kind of different rendition. It was definitely a challenge to try to imagine these songs just with me, especially when there's a lot of production, but yeah, I enjoyed playing.
Super awesome. So you are originally from New York, fellow New Yorker. I'm also originally from New York.
Really?
Yes.
What part?
Long Island.
Okay.
Does that inform kind of the way that you create music? Because it's such a different scene out here.
Yes.
I know that you just brought up earlier that you haven't performed in a really long time, and you were saying you performed a lot back in New York. So I want to know kind of what the difference is being an artist in New York versus being an artist in LA.
Yes. Well, I'm just starting to be an artist in LA,
Right.
so I'm not sure I know totally what that's
Nobody
about.
knows what it's
Yeah,
about.
exactly. I don't think anyone knows. It's whatever you make it.
Yeah.
But being an artist in New York, I definitely, well, just take a step back. Like about 3 years ago, I was playing live in New York all the time in different bands and, playing the Rockwood music halls and, like Bowery Electric and stuff like that. And yeah, it just, I don't know, there's something just about the environment that lends a little bit, I think, more of this like community feel, just because everyone's kind of like, out on the street on, Bowery after a show.
Right.
You kind of meet people a little more organically. But I definitely think being a New Yorker informs all my music's kind of industrial, slightly gritty, slightly punkiness.
I feel that.
I grew up with like idolizing the Strokes and a lot of bands like that. So there's, I like a little bit of kind of that don't give a fuck rock star.
Totally.
I don't know, does that get bleeped?
No, you're not going to get bleeped. You ever go to CBGBs as a kid?
I am a little bit too young.
I am too, but I got snuck in by my friend's dad. So a moment I'll never forget
I'm
for
really
sure.
jealous of that. Yeah, I totally missed it.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. So your single Run, we heard that. Obviously, it's so great. And I know that you have some really cool plans for a music video for that, actually kind of an anti-music video. So I'd love to hear a little bit about that.
So I'm making a, 2.5-minute video game
Awesome.
in lieu of a music video. Essentially kind of like 8-bit, 16-bit Super Mario style. I probably shouldn't say too much about how it looks because I'm going to go see it tomorrow and see what they've created so far. But it's essentially going to be one of these, running, collecting coins, but, the coins are going to be pointed in terms of like what they are without giving like too much away. It's definitely a commentary on the kind of like gamified feeling of our existence at this point in, an Instagrammed world and how, Run kind of comes from that, from opening your phone and being like, yo, how are all these people doing all these things all the time? Like, how do I keep up?
Newsflash, they're not.
Yeah, newsflash, everything's fake.
Exactly.
Which I guess How to Be a Human Being is a little bit more about, but yeah.
That's super awesome. Can't say I've ever heard of anybody doing anything like that. It's kind of like very Black Mirror-y of you, I would say. I'm really into that. Very awesome. Yeah. So aside from, just New York in general, I'd love to hear more of your influences. And also you mentioned the Strokes, but any other sort of musical influences you have, because your music feels informed by so many different genres of music. And you said that earlier too, that you have just like a very wide array of music tastes.
Yeah, so I definitely grew up a band kid, and I'm just like that age where everything that was kind of cool when I was 16 was still bands, and then immediately after, 2 years after, every kid wanted to be a DJ. For a while I was a stubborn indie rock kid holding on to, I guess, influences like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Kings of Leon. I was really into Phoenix for a while. and kind of, that brand of like 2006 to 2009 indie rock. Vampire Weekend was a huge one for me. But then, I kind of, went to like the right rave and then was like, oh shit, there's like something going on here that I want to explore. And I think my music has come from then. I produce and kind of write for other people as well. So I've delved into that side of things, the much more technological and, synthesized stuff, which I kind of equally love. And now I'm just trying to negotiate in my head, and hopefully come up with something interesting.
Well, it's definitely interesting and fresh and kind of melds those two worlds together. So you've done that successfully so far, right?
Thank you.
So our favorite question to ask here at B-Side is, what is your favorite B-Side of all time?
I'm going to pretend like I didn't just look this up.
It is something you have to prepare with.
I see that I Am the Walrus was a B-side.
It's a B-side, yep.
Yes, and I think that just is the B-side of all B-sides.
Sure is, right?
I mean, I love the Beatles. When people talk about Beatles versus Stones, I definitely have a strong opinion. But I love that song. I love how crazy it is. I love how creative they let themselves be. And,
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, thank you so much for sharing your music with us today. And we're looking forward to seeing what you do in the future and seeing that video game music video come out. Really excited for that. I'll be playing it for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we can find YutaY on Instagram at YutaY_YutaY and on Twitter at YutaY_music. See you next time, B-Side.